Look.
You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Our camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. Welcome, everyone, to Noche NBA. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And over now to look at the year-to-year scoring output. GA, it's all yours.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freaks' points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically, without...
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. Now here's Matthews. Middleton right side. Lets it go from deep. Nunn grabs the board. Here's Miami now. The playoffs around the corner, Brent. Some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything
Is pa-like ng live natin.
Yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Now, here's Butler trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte. Clock at 6. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bledsoe looking around. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Oh my goodness.
So on that drive right there, fantastic at slashing inside and finishing.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Matthews, no good. Butler on the way. Running by Bledsoe. Butler passes to Adebayo. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Nako, last touch ako dun.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Giannis passes to Lopez.
Hey.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
To the inside.
Ay.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Matthews. Finished off the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Hands it from downtown. Butler's got 5 points so far.
And the three-pointer's a shot Butler always keeps in the mix. Adds a nice dimension to his game.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Good morning. Yan, shoutout sa Sir Noel. Kumusta, Sir Noel?
Giannis inside.
Napanood ko yung ano mo. Yung premiere mo.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Miami trailing. Robinson left side. It's all
Ay,
Antetokounmpo.
nako. Mukhang ako pa ata matatalo.
Wide open. They grabbed their own miss.
Huli ka.
It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson leading the charge. And there's the pass to Nunn. And here is Butler. By Bledsoe. And again, Miami with the triple.
Salamat, ano? Salamat sa pagdalaw, Sir Noel.
Incredibly lethal shoot.
Antetokounmpo.
Naririnig mo ako, Sir Noel? Naririnig mo ako?
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 5.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Brent, for so long
Time out.
we talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for
Dala.
Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought,
Laki.
isn't it, Kevin? 4
Lopez.
or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Both shots good from the stripe. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly
Galing
in
nun,
the
ah.
season.
And George Hill recognizing when his man was open and effective
Dragic.
pass that time.
Passes to Iguodala. 1:35 left to play here in the first.
Sablay.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Ay.
Ilya
Lamang na sila ng isa.
high motor tonight. Lots of activity. He's good for at least a few second chance points.
Here's Dragic. And the rebound goes
Wala
to
pa rin, oh.
And so he'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that
Wala.
matchup with Boston.
Dalawa na.
He's done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Olynyk. And the
Nakawala.
by Olynyk.
And among 7-footers, Olynyk is in the conversation for best ball handlers. He's that good.
DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. On the wing hill, he's guarded by Dragic. Here's Lopez,
Huli.
and no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Iguodala. Tabla.
Something Iguodala would like to do just about every time. A good scorer around the rim.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Hill. Got a piece of it. On the wing, Iguodala.
Ay! Huli.
To interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Sayang alley-oop.
And it's the Bucks on the break.
Yari.
And George Hill with the 3.
And George Hill showing some confidence here tonight. When he's got room from deep to fire like that, he didn't think twice about that one.
Here's Hero. No good on the triple.
Lamang silang tatlo.
All right, his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll get things started. Already a superstar. Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he...
I'm just trying to focus on the court.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Ay, sablay oh. Sayang oh.
More aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
So they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero. He's out there with Dragic. Jay Crowder out there with Myers-Leonard.
Behind the back
and
pass
Silva in a power forward. It's back to Hill. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Well, sometimes
Hero.
being long and athletic can help you finish.
I need your 3,
George
Hero.
Hill with a great job there.
Here's Hero. No points in the game yet for him. Takes a 3. Hill pulls it.
Wala pa rin si Hero.
Milwaukee leading by 5.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with
Wala, tambak na ako.
entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to
Counted.
They committed to Chris Middleton, and now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
And some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Crowder. And Jimmy Butler coming in for Hero. Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Bucks.
While Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
Uli ka.
Williams
Wala.
finishing it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to
Uli yun ah.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just
Yun.
solid
Pasok
offense.
din.
It took
Nice
a
one,
little bit
Dragic.
of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Giannis. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Eric Bledsoe is
Ole.
in for George Hill.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Butler against Corver. Good
Nice.
shot with that. The Bucks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Jimmy Butler.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside, utilizes his height and strength well, and varies that release point.
Corver, no luck.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Butler gets to Leonard. From past the arc. The offensive rebound.
Counted.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect him.
Yan. Pasok.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about
Last touch
the
ah.
potential of your team and how
Ito
much
bounce.
time it takes to grow, what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Miami. Middleton outside. Jones against Antetokounmpo.
Grabe.
Right on top of Bam Adebayo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Here's Jones. And the
Ole.
rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Milwaukee shoot
Yun
their
lang
first free
sablay.
throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler.
Laki na ano?
Pass to
Giannis?
Nunn. Now Iguodala, guarded by Bledsoe. The pass to Jones. Goes up the baseline, and the shot goes in. Jones has got his first basket. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. Loads it up for Giannis. Up high to stop the alley.
Sakit nun ah.
You could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Robinson against Matthews. Fires the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 4.
Uli oh.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were
Sablay,
wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Bledsoe finds Giannis.
Patay na. Talusik ako. Anim lamang.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Hero passes to Butler. The three ball. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw, good. Matthews. Milwaukee making a switch. Hill's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Galit na si Butler. Yari kayo.
Butler is, like you said, looking to shoot every time down the floor. He is totally locked in.
Here's Connaughton, guarded by Robinson, and it's good for 2. Connaughton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
Nice.
Panakaw. You can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Lopez.
Uli ka.
Feeds it to Ilyasova.
Uli ka.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Olynyk.
With the way Ilyasova is able to quickly get a shot up, it throws a lot of the defenders off, and they end up fouling him.
And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Kicks it to Robinson. Pass to Olynyk. That will count. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Headed to the
Naman
bench
sila
for the
5,
second
7.
quarter as we wrap. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really
Nice.
comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the
Kala ko libre na.
Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the four.
Sablay mo, ha?
The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe, Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Here's Nunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Ay,
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Matthews, no good. The Heat trail by 9. Butler feeling it out a bit. Outside, Jones. Bledsoe against Butler.
nice one.
Butler's got 14 points for the game.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Antetokounmpo against Jones. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do
Libre, ha?
as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Dali ako dun, ah.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Timeout call, the Heat. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? He can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think
Nice.
I've seen any player do the type of
Oy.
things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent weapon with people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a
Both
big.
ends of the floor, I totally agree. Dragic looking for an opening. Pass to Iguodala to halt the run. The three-pointers right on target. Iguodala's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Iguodala setting up, getting that good strong base.
Yun.
He becomes a much
Uy.
better shooter when he does
Huli
that.
ka.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo.
Ay, grabe naman si, ano?
Paying off with the basket.
And they got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Dragic dishes to Iguodala. Fires from deep.
Rebound.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Wala. Nice
Antetokounmpo's
match.
got rebound number 5 here tonight. And
Nako.
the slam by Williams.
Durog na yung team ko, ah.
Right now, staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Outside Dragic, and it's Leonard at the elbow.
Libre.
For Williams. That one a
Wala
little
pa rin.
long.
Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Time out. Kaya pa to, kaya pa.
And the Heat call time here. And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
The Bucks making a switch here. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Williams. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's
Patay tayo
in
dyan.
for Eric Bledsoe.
Pinaglaruan ng Miami.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Count it. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Giannis against Leonard. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 19. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. And there are the Bucks.
Grabe pumasok pa yun.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Heat trail by 20. Outside Butler. For 3. He can't get that one. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And
No.
there is a glaring
Pumasok pa,
discrepancy between
visit.
these two teams in that area. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard trying to break free. Got a hand on it.
And he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Grabe depensa.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. None. Hits the J after taking out the D with the quick up fake.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Inside, here's Hill.
Uli.
It's blocked.
Huli ka.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Heat. Olenek, he's checked in for Leonard. Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez is checked in. Here's Hill.
Huli ka.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good.
Masok
He'll have
pa.
a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Matthews, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Now here's Matthews on the wing. Hill jacks up a 3. They get it again. Second chance shot and the miss. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he
Assist
sliced
of
the
the
D
game.
wide open with his feet.
Galing.
They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Defense tayo, defense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jake Crowder. Then it's Olenek, and it's Hero into the 2. That's the group in the game.
Hindi natin sila pa-scorein.
Here's Hill, passes it to Lopez. Good, and Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Hero. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what
Nice
that
one.
means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So player finishes
Well, you know.
the season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players
Mira.
on their roster for a season or 2, but after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Solomon Hill is checked in for Butler. The pass to Crowder. Here's Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Sinanaro.
Lopez has got 4
Lito
rebounds
Silva.
now tonight. Kept alive. Laid in
Ay,
the
biset.
touch off the glass. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Jerrome. Hits it from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's good.
Wala Lopez, oh, pasok ko.
Shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
From the arc. Jerrome, no good.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship
Bato
team
na
on
bato.
the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the
Huli pa, oh.
tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Ay,
Floor
nako.
vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the open shot from Bledsoe. It's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Jerrome. Good on the three-point shot. Hero's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Teardrop shot. No good from Bledsoe.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little
Oy,
things
nahuli
about
pa.
effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Huli din.
When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games
Oh, yeah.
is the most
Suntukan si Hero.
assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players
Nakakuha pa ng tip si Hero.
and trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in.
Kanina pa yun, no?
Forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Great substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Williams. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by the Heat. Bucks leading by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
It was a standout performance across
Grabe, oh.
I mean, it was like
Nahabol
watching
pa, oh.
a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year for this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Ilyasova, no one around him. They can't stop the run with that one. Korver against Hill. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez puts it down.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot
tamsak
attempt
ho.
at that.
There's Dragic with the three.
Tamsak dahil kaday.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Jay mga Jong.
Run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Shout out Joy May Pagas.
Ilyasova against Leonard.
Tamsak kay co-host.
6 to shoot. Shoots over Dragic. They get it back. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business.
Kildi man ko. Mag-live ulit ako. Mag-live ulit. Ibang team naman. Anis ako, talo ako eh. Gagamitin ko yung Lakers.
What the matchup is, you never expect a road team to come in and just
Tamsak kay host.
kind of win they did to